All right, folks. Hey, Jay here. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, outdoor boiler videos are coming. Yes, we're going to talk about water and filling your outdoor boiler. A couple things you want to do. I got a $20 hack for you that will save the life of your boiler. So an outdoor boiler is literally just a big box that has a huge water jacket in it that circulates via plumbing. Now, if you watched the last video, we just replumbed our outdoor boiler, but the most important thing about your wood boiler is your water quality. This water is constantly circulating. As long as this machine's running, that pump runs all the time. Our system, yours may be different, our system doesn't have a thermostatic valve in line, so this water just constantly loops. So running a sediment filter which is what we do, and I'll cut away to a video. We filled this last night. After we finished the plumbing, literally last night, we filled it with water, and I'll overlay some photos and some videos of us doing that right now as I'm talking so you can see. But running an inline sediment filter when you fill your boiler is probably the most important thing you can do prior. It doesn't matter if you burn green wood or seasoned wood. If you have bad water, 400 gallons is a lot of water. Even if you had 1% sediment, that's a lot of sand. You're gonna wear out your pumps, your fans on your pumps, your pipes. Like, you don't want to be circulating sand. I used to work and do sandblasting. This stuff is nasty. So you want to make sure you spend the extra $20, get an inline sediment filter like you would for an RV, like I just showed you, and run that when you fill your well. It doesn't matter if you use well water or like city town water. Either way, run an inline filter. Now let's talk about the Molyarmor. Okay, so now let's talk about the Molyarmor. This is what you want to run inside your central boiler furnace. Now normally you put your Molyarmor in first. If you're draining your water and you're adding fresh water, obviously run the inline filter like I've been saying. I'm going to beat a dead horse because I know people skip through, but you want to add this first. The reason why I didn't is because I just added this new plumbing here. If you're new to the channel, we just added that plumbing in, so I wanted to fill this with just regular water, again, through the hose and through the sediment filter, and I ran this water for 12 hours, no leaks. We're about 3/4 of the way full. I didn't fill it up all the way. Now I'm going to add the Molyarmor because we're going to fire it up next. So I'm going to add the Molyarmor, add the rest of the water. How you check your water level is very simple. Right here is this sight tube. Here's the full mark. Turn it. As you can see, our water is pretty much just below the full line. So we're going to put the Molyarmor in now. What you want to do after you add, it's 1 gallon for 200 gallons. These machines, the 6048 central boilers, are 400 gallons, 393, but 2 gallons of Molyarmor will treat 400 gallons of water. So do the math. If you have 250, if you have 200 gallons, it's just a gallon, you know, whatever. You can figure it out. That's the ratio. If you have an old existing boiler and you're not sure what's in the water may look clean, you can add this to any old system. This is not going to interfere with the old corrosion inhibitor. You can't overdo this. Now this is coming right from central boiler. You can add 15 gallons of that. You're not going to hurt the water. But obviously add what it calls for. It's 2 gallons for 400 gallons of water. Then after that, you want to run the machine for about 24 to 48 hours, 2 days, and then you want to test it. Obviously, we can't do that yet. I'm going to do that video with you, so I'll put that below, or I'll link it at the end, the water test when we get there. 2 days from now, we're going to do our water test. So that's pretty much it. Run a sediment hose, run your corrosion inhibitor, and yeah, basically use your sight glass. The beautiful thing about this, even if you overfill these, it's okay. The water is going to bubble out and it's going to self-regulate. These are non-pressured systems. That means there is no pressure in these. They're atmospheric. So that water, you can pop that cap off on the top and you can see the water in there. So they're a non-pressured system. So that's all I got for you. I know I talked a lot. Hopefully you learned something. Again, run a sediment filter. Best $20 you'll spend. Put nice clean water in, and run the Molyarmor additive, 2 gallons for 400 gallons of water. And yeah, that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. God bless. Let me know what you think. We're going to fire this thing up. So join me in the next video. We're going to fire it up. So like I always say, thanks for watching. God bless. See you guys out in the woods. As you can see, we still have our hose up here from filling it with water literally last night. So maybe I've mentioned it a bunch of times, but you want to put in 2 gallons. If you have 400 gallons of water, it's 1 gallon per 200 gallons of water treatment. So the central boiler 6048 here has 400 gallons. So we're gonna run the 2 gallons. And we have about 3/4 of water in the water jacket, again, because we started with new plumbing. So we'll top it off after it's running.